Any news on the Rumbleverse update? People have problems with their brains. Like, I know you probably deal with people on, like, a daily basis who they'll, like, promise you stuff, and then they'll be like, you know how I said I was never going to drink soda again? Well, I'll have a Mountain Dew, actually. Like, if you're waiting for the capitulation, it's not going to happen. My aim is true, and my resolve is steeled. There's no update to have regarding Rumbleverse. The game itself is updated. Go ahead, play it. You can download it for yourself for free on the Epic Games Store using creator code northernlion. It was deleted from the hard drive. It's gone. I spent it. Are you more likely to play Dota or Rumbleverse? They have an equivalent likelihood of 0. Is Bunger Life coming back? My brother in Christ, it's been 21 hours since the last time it was played. You gotta just fucking relax, man. Just chill. It's not even, what do you mean is it ever coming back? That shit is not even gone yet. It's like it's like being at Olive Garden and they're like, hey, do you want to like pre-order your next meal? You're like, I haven't even finished the unlimited breadsticks yet. Olive Garden actually does do the pre-order meal thing. You can order a to-go meal for once you're done and you put it in the fridge. America is one of my favorite countries. It's up there. I travel there on occasion, for sure. I personally think that they do restaurants weird. Like, obviously, they do also have some of the best restaurants in the world. But, like, whenever I go to the US and I'm served an absolutely insane portion size, and I go, why is there so much food? People go, well, in North America, or in the United States, when people go to a restaurant, they expect to get enough food to eat 2 times for a full meal. Which is, why? Why does that make, like, does anyone else ever, when you buy one movie ticket at the theater, do you expect to see 2 movies? You buy a new car, do you expect it to come with another, like, a second car just because you're there? Like, it's just a weird philosophy to have on eating out. It's strange to me. I'm not jealous. I'm just like, I mean, honestly, when I go to the US, I eat like as much as I want to eat, which is usually not the whole plate. And then I just give it back to the server and they go, do you want that boxed up? And then you have to like fight them a little bit. Do you want that boxed up? No, that's okay. Are you sure? Are you sure? Could make a night. There's enough here for like a nice lunch or like a midnight snack. Are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, oh, our hotel doesn't have a fridge. And they're like, you could just leave it out. You could just leave it out on the windowsill. And then maybe maybe the power goes out anyway. You'd want so. Anyway, it's not wasting food. They wasted the food when they cooked twice as much as one person needs to eat for lunch. I'm not the person I'm not the purchasing manager who bought all the raw ingredients and then cooked it and then plated it for one human being. Hey, I'd like to have lunch. Here's 2 lunches. Can you take that other lunch and do something with it? Nope. It's not. The restaurant is not able to do so. It's your responsibility now. Doesn't make any sense, man. There are sometimes though when you order that much, you order that much food and you eat it all and you go, now I'm pogging. But most of the time, I don't understand the idea that restaurants should be like that. I mean, there are times when I'm actually thrilled that a restaurant has smaller portion sizes. You know, sometimes you go out to eat and you're like, if you give me too much food, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna eat it all, but I'll eat like more than I should. And I don't even just mean for health reasons. Sometimes I'll just eat till like I'm uncomfortable. Because usually it's like a 10-minute delay from when you took the last bite to when you start feeling like the amount of food that you've consumed, you know? So having like a normal portion size is like the restaurant sort of inoculating me from myself. Would you rather have more food or have to order twice? I don't know how many times I've been to a restaurant in my life. Probably it's gotta, I mean, how many days have I been alive for? Like 15,000 or something like that. I've probably been to a restaurant like, wouldn't surprise me if it's been 2,000 times. Not a single time have I ordered an entree and been like, that wasn't enough, I'm gonna order another entree. You've ordered dessert? Yeah, are you deluding yourself into thinking that you're ordering dessert because you're hungry and not because you like want to eat like a sweet food? Me neither, because they give me enough food for later. I'm telling you, most of the restaurants I've eaten at are in Canada, and I've never had to order a second entree. Maybe the reason you gotta order a second entree is because every time you order an entree, they're giving you enough food for 2 entrees, so your body's become normalized to thinking you need 2 entrees worth of food in order to not be hungry anymore. So now you go out and you're like, what the heck is this? Where's the rest of my food, garçon? Because you ate the poisoned apple in the first place, now you got no choice but to eat 2 poisoned apples at every subsequent meal. There's also the stigma of finishing your plate from traditional parenting. That, I'll give you that. I think you should have to either choose between finishing your plate or getting 75% of your calories from snacking. Right now, I'm choosing a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. I think you should finish your plate if you don't snack during the day. Like, my dad is crazy. My dad, like, never snacks. He just eats 3 meals a day, and he eats a lot for all the meals. I don't know how he does it. It's madness. I'm like the opposite. I eat like 3 normal-sized meals a day, but then I snack like, every 45 minutes. Sorry, it's not called snacking. It's called grazing. It's the way our ancestors ate, probably. That's what I tell myself, at least. People were trying to tell you. Yeah, but people are too busy, like, jumping in front of bullets for, like, the Olive Garden right now, too. There's a lot of stuff going on in the chat. Don't get me wrong. There's times when, like, I like it. I'm just saying... I mean, the time where, like, I was like, this is too much, was when we went to, like, this Italian restaurant with my in-laws. And we ordered a kids menu meal for our daughter. And she was only, like, 1.5 at the time. So I don't expect her to eat the whole kids menu meal to begin with. But the kids menu meal was like an entire, like a Canadian adult-sized portion of pasta in sauce. And then also, for no other reason, 6 chicken nuggets, just like draped over the side. Like, there was no thought given to like, do these foods make sense together, or like, I'm promising you it was not like a chicken parmesan situation. They were literally just like some oven-baked chicken nuggets thrown on the side of it. And I was like, no child needs to be consuming this much food at a lunchtime. Like, the kids menu portion was like the size of what I would eat. And I ordered like a gorgonzola gnocchi or something like that. I expected there to be like 20 gnocchis. There was at least like 75 gnocchis and it was like in a huge bowl, and it was just, it was almost like a brick of sauce that had like some pasta inside of the sauce. There wasn't sauce on the pasta. There was pasta on the sauce. I only ate like a third of it. What did it cost? She was like $13.99. It was crazy. It was absurd. I'm not knocking the US though. There's parts of, I mean, like, getting a lot of food for less money is nice. I can understand on a base level that's nice. The same way when I drive in rural Washington, the lanes, like every street has more lanes than major streets in Vancouver do, even though there's 1/30th of the population. You can catch my ass in like Mount Vernon, population like 8,000. Every street has like 4 lanes. I'm like, this is comfortable, man. I can see why they did this. Just one more lane, bro. So it is. But in this case, I think that it didn't actually induce any demand because there's no people to induce there's less people to induce the demand from. You can add as many lanes as you want if nobody lives there to drive in the first place. Hey, I'm from Mount Vernon. See you at the Tulip Festival next April, brother. May? I don't know when it is. Then why have 4 lanes? Because during the Tulip Festival, they have to wait in line in traffic behind 3 people, and they go, this is ridiculous. I'm coming for the Tulip Festival too? I mean, it's a pretty good time. I'm not knocking the Tulip Festival. Am I saying that the town is full of people who, when they walk into a restaurant and there's one person at the maitre d' stand in front of them, they go, oh, it seems busy. Do you want to go someplace else? I'm not saying that. I'm not, and if I was saying that, I would be saying that with a sense of compliment. It would be complimentary. It would just be a little humorous, sort of, like a Niles Crane-esque droll bon mot. It is true. The nicer restaurant you go to, the less food you get. But like, I'm not saying everybody should be eating at fancy restaurants at all times. But like the kinds of people who like, not even for like financial reasons, but just for like, you know, economical reasons. Like they're like, I refuse to pay more money for less food. It's like, for me, that's like when it's as if someone said, I refuse to go to the movie theater and pay movie ticket prices unless the movie is, I'm always gonna go see the longest movie at the movie theater. Like sometimes you get different meals can accomplish different things for you, you know? There's a restaurant I drive past that offers $11 all-you-can-eat spaghetti. See, that's frightening to me. Because, like, $11 is... I would look at that as already, like, a pretty cheap price for, like, one serving. Like, one adult-sized serving of spaghetti. But $11 for all-you-can-eat spaghetti is a little frightening for me. Pasta's so cheap to make, though. Yeah, but you got, like, the rent for the building, you know, paying your staff, taxes, insurance, electricity. Like, it's just an awful lot of, it's an awful lot of food to be able to serve someone for $11. That's why I was like, you know, for our daughter's second birthday, we took her to the old spaghetti factory in Vancouver. And I got, like, surprised. Because, like, my entree, I got, like, a pesto linguine or something like that, okay? I added chicken to it. It was, like, $2.99 to add a chicken breast to it, which is... It's a price I've not seen since, like, the year 2005. My entree came with a free soda, which listen, none of this stuff is, like, low margin. These are all high margin things. Like, it came with a free drink, it came with a salad, it came with bread, and it came with a huge portion of pasta, and it came with a free ice cream for dessert. And the whole thing was, like, $15.99 Canadian. And I was like, this shit is... Something's not right in the back room. Like, there's no... Like, I could not even come close to cooking the meal for this at home. I get that you got some economies of scale, but still. Don't even get me started on the back rooms, man. Was it good? No, not really. It was pretty bad. Right here, in where I live, P.F. Chang's charges $5 to upgrade rice to fried rice. Listen, I'm not trying to stand for the P.F. Chang's corporation. Oh, my first bit of damage! But, like, steamed rice to fried rice is not a straight, like, $2 upgrade, man. Like, you're adding a lot to that. You're adding, like, oftentimes a meat. You're adding chopped vegetables. You're adding, like, some soy sauce. I feel like $5 to go from steamed to fried is a sensible... It's not an egregious cost. Now, when you go to A&W and it's like a $5 upcharge to get from fries to onion rings, like... That's a little much for me. I gotta always think about it. But then I'm like, I'm never at A&W. And part of the reason I'm here is for the onion rings. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna feel good about it. Then you bite into the first onion ring, and then your teeth don't properly cut through the onion, so you pull out the whole onion, and then you just have like a half ring that's just batter, and you're like, I'm never gonna financially recover from this. Fried rice is made with older rice. Yeah, but it tastes better. It's not, like, try having an argument with the P.F. Chang staff. You can't fool me. Hey, this is just steamed rice you made yesterday and then added a bunch of other stuff that's really tasty too. You should be giving it away for free. Can you make me a new fried rice, please? Can you make me a fresh fried rice? Fresh frozen? Yeah, it's like stale bread. Like, of course it's better. It's like nature toasted it for you. A little oil, a little soy sauce. Sorry, it's a Peppa Pig quote. A little tomato, a little cheese, into the oven and into my tummy.